Black and White Network supporters, make sure you check out the Black and White Network merchandise store. Link in the description. Use promo code USA First, all one word. USA First, all one word. 25% off now. I'm back. Rodrance for our Black and White Network. We're going to talk about Lori Lightfoot, the radical mayor of Chicago, and a huge, colossal failure that she's had up there trying to curb crime. Look, it's gang warfare up there. It's spreading into parts of the city that the city's not seen crime and murders and things of that nature spread into ever before. And we're seeing a situation also as well where, businesses are being broken into blatantly, light of day. And all of this is spurred from these radical leftist ideals involving crime. I've said for a long time, places like Chicago, they need strike teams. They need to put together these large groups of cops that essentially do everything they can that's within, a gray area even, to get these criminals off the streets. And once they're gotten off the streets, they have to be charged and they have to be prosecuted. And of course, Kim Foxx is up there, and they're not doing it. They're the victims. The victims are the ones at fault. The criminals, oh my goodness, we got to coddle and put our loving arms around them, and all of the standard operating shit you've seen since defund the police and movements like that have started. Soros came out and made a statement a couple of weeks ago that he's going to continue to fund these people getting in office, and he doesn't give a shit, essentially, that crime is going up. Let's look at the latest failure from Lori Lightfoot, because this is a monumental joke. I mean, it's unbelievable. What she's trying to do here is combat. She's trying to promote gun control here, really and truly. Okay, this has less to do with the crimes as it does trying to get law-abiding citizens to probably turn in their guns. So let's look at this. This is the blaze. 1 year in, I mean, this is a joke. 1 year in, Chicago Mayor's Lori Lightfoot's $1 million gun tip line has awarded one tip in a year for just $10,000. I mean, Beetlejuice is a colossal failure. Lori Lightfoot, Chicago Democrat mayor, announced July 15, 2021, that she would create a $1 million reward program through Chicago's police department tip line for people who call in and reports illegal firearms. Chicago Police Superintendent David Brown said, quote, "This incentive will not only bring honest people forward because of the anonymity, but likely will bring people who may be involved who have a conscience." Well, it didn't work. The Chicago Tribune reported that, according to the police, 1 year into the program, only $10,395 of $1 million on offer has been awarded to tipsters via Crime Stoppers. Wow. I mean, that's nuts. According to CPD's advertisement for Lightfoot's gun trafficking and homicide tip line, tips leading to charges of someone buying or selling 10 or more guns will get the tipster $3,000. If the tip results in a conviction, $5,000. If a tipster brings information to the CPD's attention, which results in homicide charges, he or she will be awarded $10,000. There's another little tidbit in this. If you don't prosecute them, nobody can get rewarded either. I mean, you got to be willing to prosecute criminals and lock them up. A May 1st Fox 32 report noted that the gun tip line has paid out its first award of $10,000. If $10,395 has been awarded to date, and the first award is $10,000, was conferred in May, then given the CPD's prize breakdown, there hasn't been more than one actionable tip set phoned in. People's Fabric, associated with crime watchdog Chicago Northside News, alleged that as of May, the CPD has only fielded 44 calls on the tip line. Wow. Look at this. In response to our FOIA request after appealing to the Attorney General, CPD tells us that in 211 days, this was back in May, in 211 days since the tip line was launched, they've only fielded 44 calls. That's less than 2 calls per week, about 7 per month. Presumably one led to charges, hence the reward. What a colossal shitfest that is. Lori Lightfoot listed the tip line as one of, quote, Chicago's key accomplishments in 2021. Oh, why are you people electing these folks? And hope that it might help curb gun crime in a city that saw 2,146 shootings in 2021, and as of August 14th, 1,758 shootings and 311 homicides in 2022. A spokesman for Lightfoot contended that, quote, our gun tip line, participating in gun buyback and gun turn-in programs are worthwhile endeavors as we take steps to tackle the current challenges in public safety. Former U.S. Secretary of Education Arne Duncan, who at one time considered a run for the mayor, has been critical of Lightfoot's initiatives. He told the Chicago Tribune that, quote, headlines and PR don't keep people alive. Amen. He suggested that while illegal guns are a problem, the greater impact in Chicago is that shooters, listen to this, that shooters are too often not even charged. Wow. Wow. But no surprise there. No surprise there at all. Another colossal failure. Beetlejuice is failing at an unbelievably historic, alarming rate, although she's starting to get some real runs for her money, you know. Eric Adams come out in New York and is trying to talk a little tough about criminals have to be prosecuted and blah, blah, blah. But look, dude, you ran on fixing crime in New York, and I can't tell it's gotten any better there. They're not willing to take the appropriate steps because they're scared they're going to upset the Socialist Democrats. That's a fact. All right, we've got a radical lesbian mayor in Chicago that's not willing to do anything because, honestly, she feels worse for the criminals than she does the victims. We know how this works. These Democratic cities, I don't know what it is with the people that vote for them. You need to douche all of these people out of office. They need a cleansing right out of office. And you need some hard-nosed conservative guys. You need some of these local sheriffs in red counties types to come in there and start straightening people up. And, you know, like I've said before, I've said it before, I'll say it again. My favorite show of all time is The Shield. And Michael Chiklis played the leader of this, what they called the LA Strike Team. His name was Vic Mackey. If you ever get a chance, go back and watch it. But they essentially did whatever necessary to get the gangs arrested, the murderers, the sex offenders, the ones that are harming children. They dove into gray areas to get these assholes off the streets. And I feel like a lot of these cities, they need many of these strike teams. They've got to do something that is radically in favor of the citizens that don't break the law. One tip. Lori Lightfoot, $10,000 out of $1 million offered in a year. It's a colossal F up. Wow. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.